Hey Libra, let's get started here. So, your oracle card is light, okay? And the oracle card talks of a source of pure energy, feeding light and your journey, proceeding with any projects, anything you're working on without any hesitation. Any shadows will be dispelled. So, literally talking about, clear your path, clear your way, see what you're going for, and really at this point, now as time moves on, you're going to see less and less blockages of anything that's potentially held you back in the past from certain situations. All right, so let's get started here. Your current position coming into the month is the Empress. Okay, now the Empress is a very nurturing, loving, a very maternal, paternal energy. So this could involve kids. It could involve somebody who's pregnant, trying to get pregnant. Maybe you were at one point, maybe you guys have kids together, step kids, whatever the case may be, there is a child factor here. But above all, the Empress is very loving, very nurturing. So Libra, you're at a point now, it's almost a forgiveness. They're telling me that there's no expectation here. So you're not going, hey, I expect you to want X, Y, and Z from me. I expect you to show up and like you're okay with the complacency of where it is. You've understood the blessings that you've gotten out of maybe the past or anything coming towards you, something coming for your future. You'll heed those blessings, but you also understand you're just not in a in a rush to move. Like, this is allowing the path to kind of lead you, which I find interesting because that resonates a lot with the light, because this is talking about, okay, now you're being guided at some point. The Empress is being guided in the direction, but allowing like your heart and compassion to come out. Okay, this is talking about having an abundance surrounding you right now, Libra, and I really do feel as though there is a correct there is something here in stating that the light is shining around you. A lot of you are heading towards just an amazing path. It's very overwhelming, very kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling coming out, if that makes sense. So again, the Empress, just lead with your compassion, lead with without the negativity. Okay. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month, and you have the High Priestess. Wow. So you have two major arcanas coming out here at the very beginning. Now the High Priestess is looking for the signs, being able to see the signs. So maybe this is just your month to be extremely intuitive. Maybe this is going to be your month where, your past lead you to exactly where you need to go. Because again, this is very much a don't rush situation. The light is talking about moving forward in your journey, but this is explaining where you should go, how to get there, a lot more insight going on. Not needing to make a major decision. When the time comes, you'll move. Somehow inaction becomes action. So I know that sounds, you're like, do I move? Do I not move? But yes, you're going to be moving forward because there's going to be a draw, a pull. Either somebody's communicating with you from the past, or you have moved on from the past and have decided you're ready to take that next step. Whichever it is for you, or whatever direction you're going, now is the time. Like, your path will be very clear to you very soon on how to proceed and where you should go. The next card you have is the Two of Pumpkins. So the Two of Pentacles, and this is your distant past, over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout your childhood. The Two of Pentacles talks about balance, priorities. This is coming up from your past because a lot of you have been off kilter for a long time. There was a love that went bad. Maybe there were tragic issues from your childhood, things that you're trying to get over, or things that you've endured, or things that you've seen or promised yourself that you never repeat. They're telling me very strongly that, it could resonate with one person, but a lot of you said, I'll never go down that road that like my parents went down, or I'll never do this, never do that. But in essence, maybe you've had blockages, or maybe you've resented past issues that you've had to deal with. And I'm talking about young, because for some of you, this is coming back from parents' divorce or infidelity that you dealt with when you were younger. And now maybe there's like abandonment issues, or, you just don't even want to get involved to a certain extent. You go so far and then you kind of cut it off because, you'd rather not get hurt than go the final mile. But the Two of Pentacles is talking about, again, balance, priorities. So this is knowing, how far of this path, on this path am I going to go? How far, does the light lead? And I think it's going to be very far. Libra, they're telling me marriage. They're telling me big steps. Whether it's marriage that happens, now, I feel like it's pushing more. But this is you finally saying, no, you know what? I can balance all of this out. Now, some of you have had some really crappy scenarios with people, and that has obviously pushed you in a direction of going, I deserve better than that. Like, I'm not going to put up with this crap, so I cut everything off. But there's this slow awakening, and it's starting to burn and move faster and faster and faster within you. And some of you may say, oh, I don't want anything to do with anybody, past, present, future, and that's fine. But there is something awakening here for you, Libra, that's big time. Like, you're ready for it. You're kind of like, all right, universe, bring it on. Bring it on. What do you have for me? The next card you have is your immediate past over the past few months, and you have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Pumpkins. This talks about a third-party situation. Now, I'm not necessarily getting a feeling that somebody cheated, although for some of you it is somebody cheated. And when I say somebody cheating, the Three of Pentacles talks about a third-party situation often, but the thing about this is like, even if they did, that was in the past. This third party is more, you've had your fill of, I'm meeting new people, but the past is coming back. The past is resurrecting. The past is, showing its face, and whether it's a lover, whether it's a family member, a friend, there's somebody who definitely wants your attention here, who is very, very, bewitched by you, almost, we could say. Haha. See, I threw in a Halloween reference. But the Three of Pentacles definitely talks about teamwork and making things happen, being able to work, in unison with other people. However, this third party is definitely feeling like you're a third party, and not in a negative way, but in a, like, is the past coming back and you're going, I don't know, because that person, I met this person, or I saw this person, or I talked to this person, or I Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. I don't know it all. I talked to this person, or I met them online, and so it's almost, and your third party could even be just yourself. In fact, this is almost like the man versus man you learn about in drama class or something, where it's, or man versus himself, right? Where it's like, it's me and taking care of me and being mentally healthy and mentally prosperous and physically and emotionally and spiritually, versus do I delve back in to that past situation. So somebody's like really trying to get your attention or wants you to move in that direction, but you are doing the man versus himself, or woman versus herself scenario, where it's the third party situation is you, because you're not sure that that's something you want to do. You're not sure that you want to go down that path again. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, and you have the Four of Pumpkins. You have a lot of pumpkins coming out, okay? And the pumpkins are pentacles. So you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is greedy, but not greedy necessarily in a bad way. This is more protecting yourself, because the Four of Pentacles talks about, I'm not ready to give somebody my heart without them having earned it. And this, sometimes it's greedy, like I want this person's attention, but this comes in more, you're just not sure. You're reluctant to give this person another chance, or you're reluctant to go down that path again. Because again, the Four of Pentacles talks about that feeling of, I'm not ready to release myself. I'm not ready to give that love and time and attention to somebody, especially when I don't know where it's going to lead. Because this is like clinging to the fear of losing yourself, or clinging to, holding on to your, your heart and your time and your attention, in fear of somebody taking advantage of your generosity, or somebody taking advantage of your love, or somebody taking advantage of, before maybe you would have been like, of course, let's talk, and now you're just kind of like, I'm holding out for myself, which again goes back into this Three of Pentacles of, I don't, yes, there could have been cheating in the past, but this is very much a Three of Pentacles, and they keep telling me again, it's you and them. It's not you, them, and three other people. It's you versus, not versus, but you being the third party, and the fact that for the first time you're actually um, taking care of you first, which leads into the Four of Pentacles in the same regard. The next card you have is the Seven of Bats. So Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is this is your immediate future. So now I expected this to kind of come in because you're feeling this. Now this is this loving, high vibration energy, okay? And this is your light energy. Now there's always going to be somebody or something to a certain extent who kind of like you're having that great day or whatever, and then something happens and you're like, really? And then and you're avoiding that at all costs. Libra, you're really trying to just be light, go with the flow, you know, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, the best is yet to come. The Seven of Bats or Seven of Swords, though, talks about manipulation or strategy. This is something you're worried about with this person. That's why you're holding back. And you may be like, no shit, Dark Talk. I've been holding back for a long, long time. And I get that. And I know you have. But they're coming closer. Don't deny it. You know it and I know it. And you can say straight up, oh, no, no, no. But they are. But they are. Whether they've contacted you or not, you thought about them more. Maybe your birthday's coming up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it. They're gonna say happy birthday, or they're gonna say da da da. Like, you know they're coming, you know, and if they haven't, or if they already have, you're in your mind, you're worried about this manipulation, or what do they want, or what's the strategy. And for some of you, it's been a long freaking time since you talked to this person. So it's like, wait, what? Excuse me? You're coming out of thin air now? The next card you have is anything tangible that's going to come up throughout the month. And you have the Seven of Ghosts, Seven of Cups. Have fun. Get jiggy with it. Come on, Libra. Like, seriously. Enjoy yourself. The Seven of Cups is talking about pleasure. It's talking about temptation, wishful thinking. Now, the temptation part, do be careful with, because this means that you may meet people that you're having fun with, and you're, you know, enjoying your time. Maybe you're FaceTiming, maybe you guys have met online, maybe you guys social distance for a cup of coffee, or whatever the case may be. But the Seven of Cups is talking about not, like, you're not taking anything too seriously, including yourself. And I think that's really important right now, because Libra, you just got off of this mounting hill throughout the beginning of the year and into the, you know, middle of the year. You just got off of this, like, this, you know, low, you know, self-preserving, self-improving, you know, taking care of myself, to now you're getting higher vibration. And of course, that's when this person comes out of the woodwork. That's when maybe multiple people come out of the woodworks. That's when, you know, everybody wants your time and attention. And right now, do for yourself, you know, do what you want. The Seven of Cups talks about enjoying yourself. Again, that temptation where this doesn't feel like it's going to evolve into the person that you're going to marry. It doesn't feel like it's going to evolve into your next serious relationship, at least this month. But why not have fun? You know, birthday time, you know, Halloween, if you take it as seriously as we do in my household. Like, whatever the case is, let go. Just enjoy. Even if this person contacts you and you're like, bleh, smile about it. They're contacting you. And if they're not contacting you, smile about it. Because maybe right now they're in a really crappy place to contact you, and it's going to be like bitter if they do. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. Again, could be the beginning, middle, end. Could last for a day. You have the Eight of Bats, okay? Now, the Eight of Bats is swords. The Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment. The self-imprisonment aspect of this is you are feeling trapped to a certain extent because you love this person. And why do we have such a hard time admitting that we love somebody who treated us badly? Yes, sometimes people treat us like shit. And yes, sometimes we still love them. And sometimes we treat people badly. And yes, they still love us, and vice versa. People always get embarrassed. And I have somebody that I just did a read for, and it was so nice, and said, you know, the one thing I love is that you never make me feel bad about inquiring about somebody who probably did me wrong, and I still have feelings for them. We can't help who we love, and the person we fell in love with may not always be the person that we go through the cycle with. Haven't you ever met somebody that you are crazy in love with and everything's wonderful, and a year later you're like, who the hell is this person in front of me? So we should never feel shameful of this. But the Eight of Swords is talking about you being worried or being, seriously concerned with, I don't know which decision. Part of you wants to go for it. Part of you wants to, take a leap of faith and go for it again. And then part of you is like, no way, I'll never go back here. So the self-imprisonment and confusion is fine, but you have control over this because you're keeping yourself in that lockup. You're the one who's not making the final decision, and you don't have to. Like I said, enjoy. The Seven of Cups, get out there, have fun, enjoy. Safely, not safely, I am not doing the COVID discussion, and I am sorry to lecture on that, but I cannot believe. I had somebody say, you're encouraging people to get COVID because you're telling them to go out and meet people. And then somebody ridiculous recently said, don't tell people to wear masks. They're just sheep, and you're the scare factor. So fuck it. Okay, be a reasonable adult, make your own decision. I don't care which spectrum you're on, but my whole point is literally enjoy yourself. Whatever you decide to do, Libra, enjoy yourself. Now is the time, enjoy yourself, because that enjoyment is going to lead you to the path less traveled that you need to be on now, the new journey, whether it's a new journey with somebody from the past or a new journey altogether, that's the direction you're headed. Now, the next card you have your hopes and fears, and you have the Sun, which is Leo's card, so you could be dealing with a Leo, but, well, one of Leo's cards. But the Sun is about solutions, okay? Your hope is that you find the solution. The solution is in your own head, your own hands. You know it, and I know it. You know what you need to do, you know what you want to do, you know where your feelings are at, and you don't have to make the decision. That's why I said right here, nobody's twisting your arm. This person from the past can come back and talk to you 20 million times. They're not going anywhere. They're as much as you think, oh, I gotta make this decision. I don't know. Trust me, this person's not going anywhere. Libra, you are too valuable to them to just cut and run right now. And some of you may say, well, I'm not talking to them at all. Oh, trust me. You've been on the back of their mind for a long time. Like I said, you've bewitched them. And I might use that cheesy line as the title of your video because, come on, let's get all in the spirit if we're really going to go for it here. But the Sun seriously talks about solutions, seeing the long run, seeing the sight. But the thing is, you already know the solutions. You're just waiting for some sort of guidance for the universe to say, okay, time to go. Time to, but your heart and your head, you know. This self-imprisonment is you just being paranoid and tricking yourself. Trick or treat. The next card you have is your outcome. And you have the Three of Ghosts, the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. Celebrations. Parties. Parties safely, but celebrations, parties, gatherings, getting together, having a lot of fun. Literally, the Three of Cups is about, I have something to celebrate, and you know what that is? Life. And you know what it is? Feeling good about myself. And you know what it is? Libra, getting rid of dead weight. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to communicate with this person from the past. I'm not saying that, things won't come to fruition. What I'm saying is, it's just not weighing you down. And if you feel this Seven of Swords energy, manipulation or anything, you'll know it. You can read this person like a book. Like, you know when this person is BSing you and when they're not. So if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. You have no obligation this month other than me asking you to please pat yourself on the back for everything you've gone through this year, for everything you've put up with, for everything you have changed, for the love you bestowed on other people, for the love that you're just bestowing on yourself, for the wake up call spiritually, physically, emotionally, everything you've been working on. Pay it back to yourself. Get out, enjoy yourself. Whatever it is to you that's going to make you happy, do something. Do something fun, Libra. Do it. And your path will be lit. Your journey will be lit. I'm not even kidding you. There's a very, very high vibration to this reading with having, the Seven of Cups come out, the Three of Cups. This is just about celebrating life. And then you have the Six of Wands here, which is success, achievement, pride, feeling good. Libra, if it doesn't feel good, don't go down that avenue. If it feels good, go down that avenue. Like literally, your clarifying card is pride, feeling good about something. If somebody's texting you and your stomach is turning when they text you because you're like, oh shoot, I don't want to read this text because I don't know what's coming next. Well, guess what, Libra? Then I would suggest not moving in that direction. If somebody texts you and you're giddy and excited but a little nervous at the same time, then why not like at least read the text and at least see what they have to say. You get my point. I mean, it's for me, and some of you may be like, well, good for you, but it's very clear cut to me in this situation. It's about doing what's going to make you happy, not about what anybody else is going to be happy about, not what, this is all about you. And I've said that for a while, but this is clearly a path to success and a path to enlightenment. Then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is work, 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 work. The Eight of Pentacles is saying, you've put in the work. Now, enjoy the benefits. Reap the benefits of it. Reap the benefits of putting hard work into whatever it is. Job, kids, family, friends, you know, a side business, whatever it is. The Eight of Pentacles talks about, you know, if you don't want to concentrate on anything else from the past and you're not looking for anything in the future or whatever your situation is, and you just want to enjoy good friends and a laugh and eat a lot of cake and whatever the case may be, then do it. The Eight of Pentacles is talking about you don't have to make a decision right now. You don't. This person is not going anywhere, and you know it and I know it. Like they're sitting outside of your window like, hey, Libra. Hey, Libra. And even if you haven't heard from them, Lordy, you will be hearing from them soon. Trust me. All right. The Strength card is clarifying your distant future. The Strength card talks about, this is actually Leo's card. The Sun card is also in Leo's house, but the Strength card is Leo's card. So you may be dealing with a Leo because they've come up twice here. But the Strength card talks about self-belief. It talks about strength. It talks about knowing. This is what I was talking about. You know. Okay, Libra, you know. And that's what, it irritates me myself, and I'm sure it does the same thing with you guys. It irritates me in knowing what is good for me. It irritates me in knowing what is good for me, even though it's not necessarily what I was hoping for or not what I wanted. It's like the universe sees the journey I'm supposed to be on. The universe sees this path that I'm supposed to be on in the light. And even sometimes it's freaking in my face showing me, this is what you're supposed to do in the situation. You know, ooh, you don't feel good about it. Oh, da, da, da. And then I still am like, so again, the Strength card talks about have the strength to persevere. Okay, you've done the work. You've done the time almost, right? You've done the time almost like in jail and this self-imprisonment. Don't do that anymore. Do what's going to be best for you, because then you have the Four of Swords here clarifying as well. And the Four of Swords is rest, it's recuperation, it's relaxation. Again, nothing to rush towards, nothing to rush into, but your journey, especially coming out, is going to be extremely, extremely well lit. You're going to know, like, you already know where you're going, but you're going to know in certain aspects that you've been second guessing, again, this self-imprisonment, you're going to know exactly where you really should be going and what energies you're going to keep around and what energies you're not. And then you close out here with Alice as your Oracle card, which is literally you're being called forth where old rules don't apply. So it's like, it's new and unexplored territory, and you're going to gain a lot from the experience. And don't be afraid. So if that means leaving an old connection behind and really getting out there and seeing what's out there, but it's scary as hell because online dating and whatever is scary as hell. Trust me, I've done it. And, you know, whether it's that or whether it's a journey with somebody from the past that, you know, it's been a long time and you're giving it a second chance, and that's scary as hell too. So basically, look, your journey is coming. And I've said that 3 million times. My dad said I should be an attorney because I repeat myself 24/7, but that's okay. Because at least, you know, my story doesn't change, right? But there's something to be said for the light that's coming your way. and the direction you're going to follow and how you're going to feel and the momentum that's going to gain and make you feel better and better and better and better about the choices you make. And even if they're hard at times, this is a journey unlike any journey for you, Libra, right now. So embrace it and take it and do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. I mean, your kids, your pets, whatever, they come along for the ride too. But don't do this because somebody says they need an answer or somebody gives you an ultimatum. You're not on anybody else's clock.